Seemingly poised at this stage, Darlington. 125 or 126. Wickets can change that. I guess at this stage in time, Tamim will be the key for both the sides. One wants him to stay. One wants to see the back of him. Hit hard. Oh, it's gone through. How did that happen? It's gone for 4, and that brings up the 100 for Tamim Iqbal. That's his 14th ODI 100. 4th versus Zimbabwe. He was looking to get amongst the big scores throughout the tour, and he's got himself one as the captain.
Immediately over pitch from Chatara, and he's actually smashed it. Helped by a misfield, but still he's earned those runs. He's played very well today. Hit it crisply right from the beginning.
Pulled away, nicely done. 4 more. That's not the line or the length that you'd be bowling to a man who was batting on 100. He'll play you all day long like that, and he is strong square of the wicket.
It's quite a long way in front of square. He's kept it along the ground. This continues to pile on Zimbabwe's misery.
Back-to-back boundaries to start the over. Zongwe will have to come back strong in the remaining 4 deliveries. Those 9 runs in the first 3 deliveries have made the equation pretty much now falling towards Bangladesh. 116 over 123, 8 wickets in the hand.
Just average of 44 against Zimbabwe. That's the important one for most people watching this match. It's just going to take Bangladesh over the line today. And then good performances also against Ireland and Pakistan.
And he's got 1,800 runs against Zimbabwe as well, so he's taken a liking to that bowling attack. — 1,809 to be precise. Look at the strike rate, the average, as you mentioned already, 45 matches, close enough to 2,000 runs against a side.
Been strong on the strong square of the wicket throughout the day. Big 6, and particularly brutal towards Tendai Chatara, who struggled a bit today. Another big 6 off a no ball, and that was a great shot of Wesley Madevere. Seven 4s and 3 6s in his 100. And Bangladesh 183 for 2 in 30.
And after the 30 overs, Bangladesh now 183 for 2.
After that. You see Tamim's bag and wheel. Most of the runs scored on the onside and back of the square on the onside. So this tells you what line they've been bowling at him. Mostly on the leg stump around the hip. And he scored almost 50 runs over there.
Where exactly?
So let's talk about if they can defend this Zimbabwe. 299, the target. When they've scored 300 or more, They've done well. I'll consider this 300. But then, looking at how many times they defended against who, there's Ireland, UAE, Netherlands, mostly associates, once New Zealand. But then when you talk about the times, the 3 times they've lost once against Bangladesh and twice against Sri Lanka in defending that big total. So the big sides do challenge them. And then we also have something for you in terms of highest successful run chases on this ground at the Harare Sports Club.
Yeah, absolutely important. And that's what this is all about, the trophy. And these are the highest successful run chases. It's going to be third in line if Bangladesh are successful today. The highest is South Africa against Australia in 2014, and then Zimbabwe against New Zealand in 2015 at Harare Sports Club.
Need a dry spell, lads. That's all we need, lads. It's a quiet period.
Now, the leg stump line. We notice in this over, Muzarabani has gone leg stump to Mithun, who's a right-hander, and leg stump to Tamim, who's a left-hander. So the rifle is good. The sights are off. Taylor and his men will have to figure a plan out here. Can't just allow the opposition to just take the game away. Tamim 107. You see what I'm saying? Leg stump to the right-hander, leg stump to the left-hander. It's not helping their cause. 5 wides.
He's just got it wrong here. Looking for the Yorker. He's just bowled it too full and too wide. Too straight, sorry. No chance for Regis Chakava behind those stumps.
You don't want to take that rifle when you go hunting. It's hard to tell what he's thinking because he's got a very straightforward expression. He's got a lot of experience, Brendan Taylor. He's not an animated captain. He won't really show what's going on under that cap or caps. Runs here. Just a single. So that'll be 9 of the over. It's 192 for 2. $192 for 2. Still 107 more. Well, look at that. How many phones do they have? Lots of chatting going on. That's far away. I mean, how do you watch a game from that far? That's the top of a building. It's cold. And you come all the way. You can see what kind of view they would be having. You got to have a very good eyesight to watch a match or enjoy a match from up there. That's really far away. Probably the highest spot around the ground to watch a cricket game. And there you go. See how far they are. But the best part is, more than the game, they're watching their mobiles. You think you can listen to us? Maybe they're watching us online.
Perhaps on the Toffee app.
And there you go. All of them are on the phone. Well, I'd love to have an eyesight like that. Let's put it to you, Darlington. I mean, looking at this stage of the game, what can Brendan bring about in terms of bowling to extract something special? Maybe, I mean, a wicket would be ideal.
I think he's got to ring some changes here. He's got to kind of give a few of these guys 2 overs, 1 or 2 overs each. Anyway, more about that after the break. Bangladesh 194 for 2 after 32.
Third and final ODI. It's 2-0 to Bangladesh. Looking at the Super Series points as well, 10 points a game. Bangladesh are number 2 overall in the points table. They'd like to have a clean sweep. For that, they need 105. Tiripano round the wicket.
You've just got to try and create a cause and error, I suppose. Continuing from our conversation at the end of last over. It's just to try and find a way through. To get somebody to make a mistake. And I think often the best way to do that is just to ring some changes. Make some changes in the field perhaps. And also give somebody like maybe Dion Mize a ball. Brendan Taylor himself used to bowl some off spinners when he was a younger cricketer. And it's just about trying things. You just see, I think this is a Brendan Taylor trying to create something. You've got 4 men in the ring on the offside. And Donald Tiripano bowling quite wide outside off stump. And just the 3 on the leg side, 2 on the boundary. And himself, the captain, at mid-on.
Too wide, too wide. Like they say, you got to reload that. So you're talking about the changes, the possible changes that Brendan can bring in terms of just to create something, some inroads. The spinners bowled very well in the second ODI. This is a different pitch altogether, a high-scoring pitch. But then if you couldn't bowl the right areas, I'm pretty sure, because the fast bowlers are being used at pace. That's a good one. Not available to cut that, but still trying it.
And I think the other thing is to try and find a way to get Mithun to face the majority of deliveries.